Yo, we are live, Live. Pardon the turbulence, the little delay. How am I late on the first stream or the second stream? That's crazy. Yeah, bro, this is the first time or my second time going live. We're gonna do this a lot more. Got my brother Frikkio in here. What's up, bro? How's everything
What's going on, brother? Chilling.
You good?
Same old, brother. Just grinding it out.
I like it, man. Tell people like where you're from. Let's do a quick little bio, a quick little recap before, because we're gonna talk some election shit today.
Yeah, well, basically, I hail from Jersey. I'm raised in Jersey, and I've been in the event producing DJ. I mean, I was a DJ for like 25 years.
Wow.
And I spaced out into the promotions marketing game. I mean, I've worked with, dude. I mean, you name artists. We're singing Yandel, Aventura, Don Omar. I mean, I'm an Aventura record. I don't know if you know that. Noche de Sexo.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've been.
Wait. You're on an Aventura record?
Yeah. You know Noche de Sexo.
Yeah.
That record at the end. Listen to that record, and my name is on that record. He shouts my name on that record.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So like Peñasuazo, Banda Gorda. I'm on those records. Fulanito. So in that era,
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but he shot you out. What did you were like vocally on it? Or
I literally was at the right place at the right time. Okay. So I was promoting a party or DJing a party down the street, and through the work that I've done with Romeo and Aventura through the years, Johnny Marines, all these people, they said, "Yo, come to the studio. We're recording a song where we're singing Yandel." We literally go there, and I'm just there chilling, chopping it up, whatever. And all of a sudden, Romeo goes, "I'm gonna shout you out." So he goes back in the booth, and he shouts me out, "Frikkio, tell him about the name." So he shouts me out. But that, again, I think that was just more him being him, because Romeo's a real gentleman. He's a very nice guy. And I think it was just him not thanking me, but almost kind of doing it as a gesture of respect, because I've worked a lot with Romeo and Aventura in the early days. Dude, I'm talking about, I paid him $500.
What? In Jersey?
In Jersey. This is when they're on their come up. Yeah.
Is this like early 2000?
2005, 6.
Wow.
Yeah, 2005. And bro, everybody who came after that, Extreme, Nueva Era. I mean, it was all these bachateros that came out from there. Then there was the merengue era, right? I went through
like
that.
The Omega.
Ahmed, even before that, Amalfi, Soro Solido, Banda Gorda. All those cats, I have all their cell phone numbers. I've worked with all those people.
Wow.
Then came the reggaeton era. DJ Nelson, the Playero people, Reggaeton to New York, Club Exit New York. I've been in all of those places, and I have the receipts.
Damn.
So it's not just me talking. I have a lot of receipts.
But these parties, when you're working with Aventura and shit, we're talking Jersey parties? Or?
Jersey, mostly Jersey, because I was based out of Jersey. I've been in Miami about 3 years now, 3.5.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
well, where's the hot places to club at in Jersey back then?
Oh my God, bro! I had a party in Jersey called Bliss. That was a Wednesday party, believe it or not. So right now, I would have been there. I had another party called Coco Bongo, which is now Barcode. I had another one at 46 Lounge. I mean, Tribeca. I mean, you name Jersey, you name Frikkio in Jersey, and they'll tell you, this, he did that party. And again, I'm not saying I'm the best. I was the best. I'm just simply saying that I left a mark there in different areas of the state.
So you knew Puff, like Jersey, like Tiesto Puff. Y'all
I know Puff before Puff was Puff, and I was before Frikkio was Frikkio. Like,
oh wow,
I know Puff. Him and I were 14 years old.
Oh,
so
wow.
I met Puff, and
for the people, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but for the people who don't know who we're talking about, Puff he moved from Jersey, one of the biggest Jersey event promoters, and he came over here, opened up Tiesto. So when you go to the Japanese Dominican fusion restaurant right here in Edgewater, El Tiesto Cafe, Puff owns that, owns Saucy Buddha. They got the Tiesto in Fort Lauderdale. So go ahead, continue.
Yeah, Electric Lady, all those venues. So Puff and I know each other from, dude, we were 14 and we met in a place called Irvington, New Jersey. No, dude, we weren't even in high school yet. So then those years came by. Then he became a promoter. Then I became a DJ. So then I would DJ some of his parties. And then I got tired of DJing. I got into promoting. And then, our relationship has just been, our friendship is lasted the test of time. Right. So, that's my brother. I don't really see Puff as a friend. He's just my brother. He's family. I mean, we share things like in DR, we have a car together. I mean, we have so many things together, and like we do things that are outside of the club, just of the relationship and the brotherhood that we share. It's not really, oh, I know you from the scene, you know,
right?
Because you know some cats from the scene, and you know some cats that are your boys. Like this dude might ride or die. So Puff is one of those people for me.
There's a lot of people like OGs that you guys have been in the game for a minute, and I look at people like you, Puff, you know, Camilo and Lex, like you guys from that generation, like the OGs, y'all really have a lot of businesses together. Y'all have a lot of you know, like you do business together. Like I don't see that too much here, you know. I mean, with this generation.
You know what it is, bro? Is that I think in that era, we were just built to survive. Like it wasn't a situation where I was competing with you. It was more like survival, right? So it was super competitive because, like, I mean, Puff will catch me. He'll tell you this himself. Like, he would catch me at a bar, at a party he was doing, and I would just creep up in there, go to the bar, have a beer, got my little backpack, and he knew why I was there. I was gonna lace that parking lot. So he would literally be like, "Yo, you hit that lot already, didn't you?" I'm like, "What you talking about, bro? I'm just here having a drink. You're gonna hit that lot, aren't you?" "No, bro." Lot gets hit. You know, and at the time, when I mean lot gets hit, for people who might not understand, is that in those days, we would carry a backpack full of flyers. We were our own street distribution team. So we would carry a book bag with a box of flyers, very incognito, and we wait till your party starts popping off. 12, 1 o'clock. The minute your party started popping off, that parking lot was full. There I am with a backpack, hitting every car.
Groundwork, bro.
Bro, that's street work, right?
That's my first events. I did the same thing, going to malls, passing out flyers, but I feel like that's dead now with Instagram. Like these new promoters and that came from the Instagram era, they can't even fathom going with physical flyers to, you know, to pass out. You know what I mean? Yeah, they think they could do everything on Instagram, bro, and just DM people. And I think that's what's missing in the game.
And I think that's what they forgot, right? Because I do a lot of podcasts and a lot of things with a lot of promoters and DJs, right? Sorry. And what happens is, you know, I've been on panels where there's been like 6 promoters, 10 DJs, whatever, right? And they just start debating that point. And my answer always is this. When you buy Domino's Pizza, or when you see Domino's Pizza, you see them everywhere. You don't see them just on Instagram. You see them on the newspaper on Sundays. You see them on magazine ads. You see them on billboards. You see them on TV. You see them on radio. You see them everywhere. So that's how I approach promoting. You still go to the barbershop, don't you? The women still go to the nail salon. They still go to the hair salon. We all do the same thing we were doing 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Right? But now we have a phone. Right. And things pop up on our phone. And we feel as promoters that we don't have to go and do that extra legwork.
It would almost be more memorable to bring like a physical, like to a barbershop, or a physical flyer to a nail salon. Right. And it's like, oh, that'll stand out way more than like whatever comes from the phone. And
not only that you get to see the 360 marketing. So what that means is basically is that, man, I just saw this thing here, advertisement at a barbershop. I now went on Instagram, I saw the same exact artwork. Oh shit, that's the same flyer I saw. Oh, and you start making your connection, right? Now, you go walk down Bayside and you see a poster with the same artwork. Wait, I saw that same artwork on that flyer and that in the barbershop, and I just saw it on Instagram. Now you turn around, you know, if it's a really big dog promoter, now you go on I-95 and you see a billboard, right? Like I've done events at Dania Beach Casino, and we put a billboard on 95, like, you know, and now you start to making that connection. Like you're like, wait, I saw the flyer here, I saw it on Instagram, I got an email about it, I got a text about it. I saw, you know, like you're seeing it everywhere. So you're like, I might as well just go. So, you know, I think a lot of promoters forgot that 360 approach because this is easier.
Yeah.
This is easier, right?
You gotta get off your ass, bro. But dude, that
I could sit on your couch right there, bro, and promote an event all day long. But how long? But now that's getting saturated because now Facebook ads and Meta and all these.
You're like under control of their algorithm, bro.
Yeah.
And it's like.
And like they call, you know, so right now here, my main business is a marketing agency. So I do a lot of digital work for a lot of concert promoters or whatever, right? And what I explain to people is that when you're running paid social versus you just posting on your Instagram and hitting boost, for example, like if you run a campaign on Meta Business Manager, which is like the back-end ad serving platform for Facebook, right? So if you go and and spin up a campaign and you start serving up ads and you're paying $100 per day to serve your ads. That's cool. Facebook is going to take your money. They're going to take your money regardless.
Yeah.
Now,
bro, you seen the new Instagram fee that they put on now?
I haven't.
So if you boost this is crazy. If you boost your post from Instagram and you click boost post, Apple say you want to put $100, Apple's gonna charge you $40, bro.
They're charging a service fee.
It's crazy,
right?
Because they're really trying to shit on Meta. Like they got beef with Meta, so they're trying to make it you know. But you can go around that. Like if you go on the browser, if I'm gonna do ads, I go to my Safari on my laptop,
right?
Then I run the ads from Instagram.com. You know what I mean? Like
you can do something called Meta Business Manager, which is called now Meta Business Suite. So that's really their back end platform to whenever you see all these sponsored ads or whatever, that's how they're doing it. They're basically taking, you know, your flyers, your videos, whatever you want to promote, right? And they're loading it up into Meta Business Suite, and they're saying, I want to target these people in this city that like, you know, black keyboards, right? So then when those interests start getting picked up by any person that's browsing, like you ever click on an ad like me, if I want something, like if I want, like I'm looking for a watch, I'm looking for a Rolex, right? I click on one ad that says Rolex. You ever notice that now you start getting every ad?
Yeah.
That's the interest, right?
Right.
So basically the algorithm says, I don't want to get too nerdy about it or too lyrical, but the algorithm picks up your interest and searches the ad, basically, if you're in that location, right? If you're in like Miami DMA, New York DMA, whatever, it'll pick up and it'll serve you the ad. The problem is, bro, it's something called call to action. If you don't click on that, like, tell me more or do whatever,
right.
There's no way for the advertiser to convert you. Meaning that, how do I know you actually went through, bought the product or purchased that ticket? How do I know that? So when someone hires me, I don't tell them, oh yeah, I can serve up your. It's like I'm gonna bring it down a notch. If you go to a club and you tell a club owner, well, I'm gonna pack this place with 1,000 people, and the day of the party you bring 100 people, he's looking at you sideways, right? Like, the fuck you told me. Same shit happens in advertising on digital, right? If you set up an ad and you put up a call to action and no one clicks on your shit, no one buys anything.
Right.
Now your client is looking at you like, yo, but you told me we're gonna sell this concert out.
Right. But then it could be like maybe the ad was trash. You know what I mean? Like
the ad could be trash.
Right. So it gets tricky digitally because
you know? So there's a lot of shit, man, without getting too technical, but like there's a lot of shit in that space that people don't tend to understand, or more promoters don't understand. People who run ad agencies, they know this game very well, my brother. They know it well. And they know how to convert people. They know if you're doing an event I keep pointing over there, I think the arena's there, right? But if you do an event at the arena and someone hires you to run that whole campaign, you have to demonstrate conversions, not impressions. So basically what that means is that, like, if your ad got served, that's beautiful. People saw it.
That's an impression.
That's an impression.
Right.
What did they do about it? Did they click on something? Did they went to that? They go to that Ticketmaster site? Did they actually purchase?
Right.
So when I tell my clients, I said, I work off conversions. I don't work off impressions, because impressions means I'm going to go out right now and put 10,000 flyers in Bayside right now. And you're going to see it. Yeah. Somebody won't walk by and see it.
But the wind could take it. Like
the wind could take it. It's an impression, right? Yeah. So I'm going to tell you, hey, bro, I put them out.
Yeah.
Nobody came. But now when you say, I want to convert 1,000 people into customers, that's a different conversation, right? Because now you're literally telling your client, I am going to advertise to 1,000 people, and I'm going to convert out of those 1,000, I'm going to convert 500. Meaning that they're going to click on your website, click on your product, go the entire journey and purchase. So just in a basic, like in a very high level, that's kind of what I do, right? But those skills came from promoting. Because like you see how I can translate, you telling a club owner you're going to pack the house, and then the day of the party, nobody comes. Right. So you just basically told somebody, I'm going to give you impressions, but I'm not going to convert them. You feel me?
Yeah.
So it's like you can literally take the promoter lingo and convert it into a business, which is what I did. So that's kind of what I did, and I did that for a while. I mean, I have clients like, I've done shit for Live Nation, I've done shit for Pablo Casals here, EMM. I don't know if you know him. Loud and Live, I've worked with them.
Pablo from which Pablo?
You know Pablo EMM? Do you know Pablo? He does I mean, he's done. This guy's done so much.
He's
shit
been
in
really
Miami.
connected with Ozuna.
Ozuna, that was that. So that Nibiru tour, that entire marketing, I did.
Okay, so I worked for Pablo when I was young. He owned 90 Degrees.
90 Degrees.
And Euphoria, bro.
And
It's
Euphoria.
not down there building the 11 towers. But Pablo, I haven't seen him in so long, bro. But he was like one of the first people that really like embraced me and like really paid
Pablo's
me.
a good
like,
guy, bro. He's a good
yeah,
guy.
yeah. He's damn. Have you talked to him recently?
I spoke to him maybe about a year ago.
Okay.
Because after the Ozuna stuff and the pandemic came, so the last job that I did for him was Nibiru. That was the Ozuna tour. So that's the last marketing gig that him and I, did business with. And then I think he signed Jay Wheeler. And then I think now he got this kid called Venesti. He just won a Billboard. So he's doing his thing. He's doing his thing in the urban. But I met him in the bachata world. So it's funny how I met him. I was dating a girl that used to perform with this group called Nueva Era. Nueva Era was kind of like the Aventura runner-up, if you will. Without dissing them, no shade on them. They were more like the second group on the come-up. Aventura was kind of up here. They were kind of like catching up here.
Prince Royce to Romeo Santos? Like
Yeah, not even, because I mean, Nueva Era, had they kept going, they could have probably, stayed relevant. But I think the girl Laura, which is the girl I dated, that's how I found Pablo.
Okay.
Because I dated this girl Laura from this group, and then I didn't know who the owner of that group was. Like, not the band leader, like the dude with the money.
Yeah.
Right? So once she's like, yo, the owner, the label in Miami, blah, 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 you're sure? When he found out she was dating a promoter, he wasn't having it, bro. He was like, nah, this is my artist. You're going to get her pregnant. All this, that talk.
Yeah.
So then, through conversation and other people kind of say, yo, this guy Frikkio, he does a lot of shit, whatever. People that knew him knew me, and they kind of vouched for me. He softened up, and then we became friends. And then later on, years later, we then started doing business together. But again, it's just more on a ad hoc, hey, I need you for this, I need you for that. I'd never been employed by him. It's more a consultant, more contracting, if you will.
Got you.
But yeah, Pablo's a good dude, bro. Pablo's had a lot of good artists.
He had a good run with that club too, bro. He had 90 Degrees and Euphoria. Like
he did a club called back in the day called Atarasana. He
owned Antanas. He owned.
I think he was a promoter there.
Okay.
I think so. But he was also one of the day one from Aventura. He would bring them down here. He would do a lot of shows with them. He was one of the him and a guy called Felix Maria. There's a couple of OG promoters here in Miami that did a lot of the tropical shit. But now, as urban kind of came in, they've all kind of faded to black. But they're still around.
Yeah.
Luis Maria or Felix Maria, I forgot his name.
So when did you come from Jersey? By the way, people, we're about to talk a lot of election shit, by the way. So if you get offended easily, just leave. Anyway, we got to get Frikkio's story out the way. But so when did you come from Jersey to here? How long have you been here?
So I'm one of those, and you're not gonna like this answer. I'm one of the pandemic migrators.
Ooh, okay. Okay. I'm not mad at that. I'm not the pandemic.
Yeah, a lot of people don't like that when you say that. They're like, oh, you're one of them.
No, but you've lasted. You know what I mean? Like you didn't go back. Like you
I'm here.
You stayed ready for the hurricanes.
Listen, bro, if I leave Miami, I'm going further south.
Yeah.
I am not going back up, man.
Oh, that's real.
I love Jersey. I'm a Jersey guy. I go to Jersey, bro. I walk into any club, any bar, anywhere, bro. I know somebody there. I have a lot of relationships there. I love Jersey. To me, it's always gonna be home. But if I move anywhere from here, it's further south.
Yeah.
DR,
Colombia. I always say that if I'm leaving Miami, you'd have to give me a really big bag, and I would only go to New York. Yeah. But to go there. But anywhere else, I'm going to DR, Colombia. I'm getting out of the country.
Yeah. For me, bro, it's just the weather. Like for me, I left Jersey. I mean, listen, I had a home there. I had my family there. I had work there. I could walk into any club and I'm so-and-so, I've done this. And I would have gotten my any door open. For me, it was the climate, man. It was just, I'm a tropical dude, bro. I don't know how I lasted so long.
Yeah, and then the sky is gray for 6 months out of the year. Like
you know what I'm saying?
The sun is medicine, bro. You come over here,
it's life.
I don't know how New Yorkers do it, bro.
It's life. I'm telling you, and again, people will hear me and they'll be like, "This dude, now he act like he never lived." No, I love Jersey. The problem is, bro, is that when you're there, overcast most of the time, like you said, and I feel here you get to do more outside. We're really outside, right? So
explain that to me, because I've actually been contemplating I wanted to always try New York for like a year, and I always talk about the benefits of just New York being the number one market in the world, really. You know, if you go to any borough, you could hop on a train. It's so densely populated.
It's all connected,
Yeah, that there's so many venues, there's so many places, there's so much. The market is huge. You could do business with anyone out there. You come over here and you do start to realize like you're a little. It gets limited quickly. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I believe me, and I've seen that, right? And not because I really won't try to get into the club promoting space. I'll pick and choose where I want to go at this point. But I've seen that here. I've seen the limitation here. Like people, you know, like if you come even with a big resume, you come down here. And I've seen guys come down here with a big resume and turn back around and leave. You know, because they struggle here, either trying to get the same pay that we're getting back there, or the amount of gigs that they were, you know what I'm saying? Like the amount of gigs that they were getting when they were back in New York or New Jersey or whatever. You know, so when they come down here, their expectation is, well, I'm gonna kill it.
Yeah.
Because I'm coming from up there and I know the good music, I know this, I have the style, I got the swag. Yeah, you got all that. But these cats out here, like, they're like, yeah, well, we got this one, that one, this one, and their pay rate is a lot lower.
Yeah.
So, you know, so a lot of cats come down here with that expectation. Like I came down here, bro, honestly, to relocate with my family, and whether something popped up and whatever, cool, because I already had my own business at the end of the day. Like,
right. You could have moved anywhere.
I could have moved anywhere. I could have moved to Texas. I could have moved to California. Well, not California, but Texas.
Yeah.
But, you know, but at the end of the day, I think that you have to make a choice to move, especially down here, if you have something financially to support you. Because if you're relying on gigs and getting into rooms and doing like that off the rip, just coming down here and be like, I'm here, you're going to struggle. Like, look, I didn't do my first event here until a year. And it was because Puff kept trying to tell me, yo, you're doing this, you're doing this. Even now, he's like, you're doing Saucy Buddha, you're doing this one. And I'm like,
A lot of New Yorkers that came from the pandemic, they left. They went back.
Already.
Like DJ-wise too, you know?
Yeah.
But I look at it, bro, because, you know, New York is my second home as far as DJing goes. I have a whole Shake the Block family. I have so many people in New York, venues and shit. And you look at when the DJs post their calendars, and like you look at a Camilo. I mean, Camilo's at the top, but any DJ really, they could work every day if they want to.
Yes.
Sometimes twice a day. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And you can't do that in Miami. I used to be able to do that. Maybe like a couple years ago, I had maybe 25 dates. You know what I'm saying?
Straight in the month.
In the month. Yeah.
Wow.
But over here it's about weeklies. So it would be Pilos every Tuesday, Copper Blues every Wednesday, rotate maybe Sway and whatever on Fridays, and then rotate Jones and Brick on Saturdays, and my brunch on Sundays. So I was working 6 days a week, 5-6 days a week.
Which is impressive.
It's the same shit. That's the problem. It's weeklies here. Over there, it's like monthly. So you could look like you're on tour. Oh, my month I'm reaching out to 6-7 venues. In New York, they're reaching out to 20 venues, 30 venues to book their month. You know what I mean?
Let me break that down a little bit, right? Mm-hmm. Like a DJ that's playing in a venue in a month, right? I'm sorry, that's playing the whole month, like you said, looks like you're on tour, right? Mm-hmm. Now, you played let's just, for geographical purpose and illustration purposes, right? Let's say you played at Tiesto on Tuesday. Mm-hmm. Now you're playing at Electric Lady on Wednesday, right? Now you're playing at Saucy Buddha on Thursday, right? Mm-hmm. The proximity to all of those places is close.
Too close.
Right. So now your fans and the people that are following you are say, okay, well, and I've lived this. So this is not even something I'm imagining.
It's not a theory. It's
I lived this myself.
Right.
Oh, but I see you're going to be at Saucy. I'll go to that one.
Right.
But I won't go to Tiesto.
Right. It's not like New York where you could be uptown and then you're in Brooklyn the next day, then you're in Queens. Like, you know, even though proximity wise it's kind of close, but city proximity is different. Like it's still people in New York don't really want to go far. Like
we got what we call a BNT traffic, right? Which is bridge and tunnel. They call it bridge and tunnel traffic. So basically that's New Jersey and Queens, right? Anything that has into Manhattan and that has either a bridge or a tunnel. So basically if you're coming from Queens, you're taking a bridge or a tunnel. Mm-hmm. If you're coming from Jersey, you're taking a tunnel or a bridge. Mm-hmm. So a lot of that BNT traffic will come into Manhattan itself, right? Mm-hmm. And they'll come for you. They'll come out for you. Now, like a guy like Camilo, people from Queens, Brooklyn, Bronx, they will come out to Manhattan to see him. When Manhattan was like, bro, when you're talking about like those pace parties and fully equipped, they had some monster parties, bro. Like where Camilo was the headliner. Mm-hmm. From Jersey, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
So we would go to but that's a special thing when people feel that the main attraction and the main draw is at a room they like, right? Mm-hmm. Now, if Camilo would have DJ'd at, say, LQ, which is right down the street from, that's the club I used to do. I forgot the name of that club. But if you go with too much proximity, now you're diluting the audience, right? Now, if you, like you say, if you go, say, from Brooklyn to Jersey, that's different, which a lot of guys do. Brooklyn to Queens, Brooklyn to Manhattan, that's different. If you're spreading yourself out. The problem is that in Queens itself, let's say Astoria, you got one club here, one club here, one club here, one club here.
It's like that Uptown Dykeman too, same shit.
It's like South Beach, bro. It's like it's like a bunch of clubs, and now you played at this club yesterday, you're playing at this club today, right next door.
That's how it is over here. That's why I said like here, like everything is, you know, Wynwood, that the city of Miami, the nucleus of Miami. I'm like, yo, we need to go do some shit in Pines, do some shit in Weston,
You know, but do you feel that? Do you feel that? Because Miami is such a transit place, meaning that there's a lot of tourism coming in and out, right? Do you feel that affects you? Because if right now you do Pilos on a Tuesday, a tourist, like you could have some people here for the holiday week, MLK, whatever. They could be here, and you're gonna get a lot of those people, right? And then you're not gonna get them again next Tuesday,
right? Exactly.
So do you feel that helps you or that hurts you? Like when you got to do weeklies, right, in a touristy area like that.
If we're in season, it's cool.
Okay.
Like if we're in season, it's packed regardless. But that's the problem, is that those are not your fans. That's another thing. I feel like over here, people follow the venue.
They follow the venue.
Over in New York, they follow the DJ.
Yes, I agree. No,
that's the problem.
I agree.
But yeah, it's tough now, bro. Like the Monday through Thursday parties don't even really exist anymore. There's there's not a lot of options. If I wanted to work 6 days a week, I can't even, because there's nothing going on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. It's been bad here, bro.
You know what I've noticed, and I'm sorry to interrupt you. You know what I noticed is that up in Broward County, like if you go say like Hollywood and you go to Fort Lauderdale, there seems to be a group of regulars, because I go to a place called Moxie's. I don't know if I plug them up, but
they have they have a Moxie in Brickell, but
in Brickell. So I go to one in Fort Lauderdale, right, and that's Olas, right. And both times I've gone there, I've seen familiar faces. People, I've seen this guy before. I've seen it. So I'm noticing that in Broward, there's a little bit of what they call customer retention, that they come back, right. So I've noticed that there, but in Miami, I don't know. Like I've done events at Tiesto, and we sold them out. And I don't know not one soul there. Maybe somebody from Jersey that came by.
Yeah.
But like, because the way we market, right? I don't know who's showing up. I know they're showing up because they're converting. They're clicking on the thing. Yeah. They're buying the ticket, right? I'm like, okay, we're gonna be sold out, but I'm there. I'm bored. I have no idea who these people are.
Yeah.
Like I said, you come by, I chill with you. You know, I'm like,
yeah.
But other than that, I don't know who they are. You know, because again, but in Jersey, because just like you said, to your point, they follow the talent, or the promoter, or the DJ, whatever.
Because the rooms are lackluster here. Like in Miami, it's luxurious. All the venues. It's about the new decor. In New York, they're lackluster. You know, there's no windows. I mean, like you're especially in the winter. You're
underground.
You're like in a basement and shit. So like. There, all the venues are the same. There's nothing that really sticks out about a venue. So they're just going for the DJ. What makes it different than everything?
Yeah.
DJ. You know what I'm saying? But here, you're competing with fucking, all the different venues that invest a lot. They do Vegas style. So they're
like
wanting
Live.
Live, 11, fucking, even Santo, even fucking anything that's not really like South Beach, Brickell. Like those places are nice places,
like Komodo. Like those back. I remember I went to a party at Komodo years ago. And I don't know if it's like in the upstairs. I don't know if it's a party still there. But bro, like that was a sexy ass place, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it just, even the whole process of getting in, it was mysterious. Like, they hold the line. They do the typical New York shit. They hold the line. They make the perception. When you walk in there, that's a sexy ass room.
That's how it used to be, bro. And then they got a little too bougie with the red tape culture, like the rope culture, and that's what birthed Wynwood. You know what I mean? So it's like, now these people can't even get into this nice place unless we're dressed nice or now. Oh, you're telling me I could go right here, get in with sneakers on and smoke a blunt and listen to better music, more, and that's what birthed Wynwood.
And be around people who look like me, they're dressed like me, they have sneakers on, they have jeans. Like I don't
gotta spend $30 for a drink,
And you know what's crazy, bro? Like, I've been coming to Miami for a long ass time. Like even way before I even thought about moving or whatever. And one thing that I noticed, bro, Coconut Grove, right? I used to party there all the time. They used to do live broadcasts from the radio station. It was the happening spot. What happened to that?
The Grove?
Yeah.
Yeah, it just died out. It died out before my time. Like right before I turned 21, the Grove was dying. And that was when the Grove was 18 and up. So I just hear stories about it. I never really participated in it like that.
Yeah, like I used to come down all the time. I'll tell you what spot I used to go to all the time. I used to go to a place called El Típico Dominicano. I don't know if you've ever heard of that.
What do you mean? I go there every Sunday with my girl. I was there this Sunday. They're renovating, so now we're in the back patio like it's the pandemic again.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So I used to go there. That spot's been there forever. There was another spot I used to go out to over there on 160th. It's like North Miami, and like 160 and Collins on the left. There was a club there. I forgot what the name of that club was. I mean, dude, we're talking like 15 years ago.
Like Dean's Gold, like this,
not the Gold. That goes like a strip joint, right?
Yeah.
Not that shit. It's in that area though. It's in that area where that. I remember 160 is like a sandwich shop in the corner. But anyway, I used to go to a lot of spots, but the spot that I used to go to the most was Atarasana because they did a lot of bands there.
That was Miami Lakes, and that was right before me. I was still like young, bro. I was like 17, 18.
Yeah, I was maybe like 24, 25. Like I was, So like, like it was a spot, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a spot. It's called Atarasana. And
did you ever do Boulevard?
It used to be called Millennium before that, I think. Wait, isn't it the same name? That's the same name. Boulevard?
No. Boulevard Cafe? Like
I used to go there. I never did anything there, but I used to go there.
I DJ there too on Fridays. That was the first place, bro. On 36th Street. Woo, that was the first time I saw this girl like from the back. She had 2 beers in her hand, one in each hand. And I said, "What's up?" And she turned around and she was pregnant with 2 beers in her hand. I was like, this is the hoodest shit I've ever seen in my life, yo.
I'm coming back to this joint.
Yeah. Nah, but those parties were fun every Friday at Boulevard. Bro.
So again, and I did a lot of the touristy shit, Mangoes and whatever, come down, Cleveland or whatever.
But I think about going to New York, man. Like I really contemplated that a lot in the past like 4 months, like trying New York. A lot of my friends would be like, it's tough, but I think I could actually save money there, bro. Because I wouldn't need a car. I wouldn't. And the thing is, bro, like over there, you could. I'll give you an example. Over here, they're like, our budget is 300, 400, 5, whatever it is. And it don't matter what DJ you are, unless you're someone like you, like Alex Sensation or something. But for the most part, it doesn't matter what DJ you are. That's their budget. That's what you're getting. In New York, you could build your brand up to a point where you could say, I need 800. I need 500. I need 600, like.
Yeah.
And you could kind of actually build a brand in New York. It's hard to build a brand here, bro. It's tough.
Do you feel that the brand building though is because of the lack of venues where you can showcase the talent, or you feel that is more, no one is willing to pay enough for you to develop that brand, right? Because let me rephrase it, right? So let's say there's a guy named DJ Adoni, right? He just blew up out of the pandemic, right? And a guy like Adoni, let's say, was working in, I think he was from like up north, like New England area.
Right. I think he's from Boston.
Like Boston, right? Yeah. Lawrence or something like that, right? So a guy like that was working all his life pretty much as a DJ, making $300-$400, whatever. All of a sudden blew up. Right. Now he was charging 10, 15. I did 2 parties with him. I think I paid him 15 in one. And the other one I think was like 10. I forgot what the amount was, but
$15K.
$15K. To go from something like that, and bro, something like that, I feel that one, his timing and his luck was impeccable, because there is a such thing. People swear like, I've been on my grind. No, bro, like you gotta be sometimes at the right place, right time.
And I'll be honest with you, bro. Like a lot of it is it comes down to luck too, because he blew up on YouTube, doing mixes and shit.
And the pandemic,
exactly.
And he was dressing up as a woman. He was doing funny shit, that people were like, what the hell? Like, and it caught fire.
There's so many people that are playing the same music and doing the same stuff.
He was doing something different.
Exactly.
Yeah, he did something different.
But the stars do have to align for you too, like with the algorithm. That's what I'm saying. I feels like you're under you're a slave to the algorithm. You know, like
so you are, man. And listen, and you're a slave to the algorithm, but I also feel that timing and a little bit of luck. Yeah, you can be prepared, but you can have all your sets. You can have everything. Like we're doing this podcast right now. You're fully prepared, right? Tomorrow, somebody can click on it. It can go viral. Something that we say, whatever, right? So timing and luck is also part of the equation. Like, preparation. Mastering your craft. All that plays into it. But when you are in the right place, right time, and that opportunity comes,
the stars align, and
you're ready. Boom! It just magic happens, right? Like, you know, so bro, this is a deeper conversation, but like people have to understand is that to elevate your brand, you may have to give something up, right?
Right.
So like I will tell DJs all the time, I'm like, look, man, you know, and I will get phone calls like this all the time. Casanova, all these DJs from New York. Yo, how do I elevate my brand? How do I elevate my brand? And I'm like, well, you may have to stop taking lesser gigs and charging a little more so they can get you that respect. Oh, well, I can't start making money, right? Well,
you got to bleed a little bit too.
You got to bleed a little bit, right? Like, I'll give you an example. DJ Khaled, right? DJ Khaled is a guy that was running around with Fat Joe. I remember these days like it was right now. He was running around with Fat Joe, Terror Squad, this, that, opening up shows, this, that, and the third. But he was also a radio guy. When Khaled said, I'm going to be a full-time producer, celebrity DJ, that was a risk, right? Because he had a secure job. Was it Power 96, I think it was called? He had a secure job on the radio.
99 Jams.
Yeah, 99 Jam. He had a secure job on the radio, right? And he walked away from that. And he said, I'm going to go do my own thing.
Yeah.
Now, there's guys right now on the radio that if you tell them that, they're like, wait a minute, that's my full-time job.
Yeah, exactly.
So, you know, you want to command and elevate your brand. So I'll backtrack. I'll give you another further. When Adoni blew up, and again, this is on record. I'm saying it all on record, bro.
Right.
When Adoni blew up, you have radio stations like Mega in New York tapping him. Yo, come do a show here. He's like, I'm not going there because I'm already brand.
Yeah. And the thing is, he blew up as an influencer too, because a lot of times now it's hard to build a brand too, because, for example, people are going more for the influencer than the DJ. You know, like if you're a DJ, you got to be an influencer.
Yes.
And that DJs. You know what I'm saying? Like
I agree. I think that a little bit of both, right? A little bit of both. You have to have some influence, and I think what helps DJs influence are artists. Right? You see, when I first walked in, I told you, I'm under Romeo. I like right away, you look at me different because what creates influence is your affiliation to artists. So a lot of DJs will align themselves with artists because that brings up their value, right? Like that brings up your value a little bit because now, you're affiliated with Jay-Z. Right. You're affiliated with X. We're affiliated with this one. And now people look at you like Khaled. You're affiliated with Fat Joe, Terror Squad. Right. You know what I mean? Like, so like your affiliation means a lot. And especially if you're affiliated with someone who's an artist and a platinum artist, right? Like that brings up your value the whole time. So like, for example, Alex Sensation. Like if you see Alex Sensation, you know, his affiliation to artists was clutch. You know what I mean?
Right. That's the same with Khaled, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you know, so artists will co-sign you, artists will validate you.
That's the radio. But being a radio DJ, you could make that connection.
You can make the connection. Yeah. I mean, and not all, because I mean, some DJs, some artists, if you're the guy that's like, I know guys that are club DJs do that, never been on the radio, and artists fuck with them. Because again, but if you're the guy who's moving people, who's breaking records, who's, you know, if you're that dude, the artist will gravitate towards you, but you have to have something of value to them. Yeah. A lot of the radio guys have a platform called radio. You know, now with YouTube and all these social media, like a guy like Adonis, he's never been on the radio, right? But he's got influence, right? Right. So, you know, YouTube is the new radio, is the new platform. That's real. You feel me? Like, so, you know, never shitting on radio because I never would shit on radio because radio still has the value.
I'm shitting on radio. I'm no longer on Power 96, so I'm done. I'm done with radio. I closed that chapter. Bro. Yeah, I closed that chapter.
And you know what's funny? Like as a DJ, like I've been through that chapter, right? And my problem, bro, always was I love the radio thing. I love it. I love the magic of radio. I love someone tuning in and listening to me. The thing I don't like about radio is the control that these program directors have over you. And these playlists that they give you, and you know that shit's not gonna work.
It's business, bro.
Yeah,
it's business and it's research and it's like math. It's mathematics. Yeah,
and you can't get mad. You gotta be like, you gotta take it with a grain of salt. But as a creative, you get mad.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll be like, what the fuck? I want to play this new joint. You know, and they're like, well, no, you gotta play this A record and play this B record and play this A record again.
And you would do it because then you had the notoriety and or money. But now no one really listens to the radio, so the notoriety is not really there, and there's no money in radio at all. These radio stations are broke, bro. When I tell you they are broke. Yeah. So now it's like there's not even worth it, you know, to put in that time.
You know, and the guys that are on there, like the Alexes and the Camillos, are guys that have been there for a while and they built their brand and their name where to the point where if they walk away from that station, it wouldn't matter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Alex walks away from Mega right now and goes on YouTube and does what he does, broadcast live, does his shows.
Yeah, he's fine, yeah.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Like Camelo, same thing. Flex, same thing. All these guys have enough of a name where they built their name on the street where now they can go and make their own platform. You know, but again, if they're making a bunch of money in that station, they're doing a bunch of stuff there, they're getting a good income from there, then why leave, right? Fuck it, right? Why leave? But for a new guy to come in, bro, it's tough.
Yeah, it's definitely tough.
It's tough, man. I recommend any new DJ out there, bro, just go on YouTube.
Yeah.
You control your own destiny.
And because, bro, also, I mean, I don't know if you see this on your end, but in just being a DJ and doing this for so long and seeing the trends, I'm starting to notice, bro, club culture in general is dying.
Yeah.
Like people are not, and I might, by extension, I think like even drinking is kind of getting a little bit taboo. Like these new kids are not drinking. Like
they're not drinking like that.
They're not going out to meet girls and do all that like they used to. Everything is online now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're not.
And we used to do, bro, like, I mean, I come from an era, bro, like we would dress up to go out. We would actually dance. We had no hookah. You know what I'm saying? We weren't doing this shit all night long.
Yeah.
Or this, right? We weren't doing all that. We were actually dancing. We were, you know, again, because my Bad Bunny was Oro Solido.
Right. Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So like it wasn't.
You had
it
to
was,
dance.
It was a different times. You know, I see a pretty girl. I'm gonna go ask her to dance. You know, while I'm dancing with her, I might try to get her number. You know, so
that doesn't exist anymore.
Not anymore,
bro.
brother.
They
not
don't.
Anymore.
Kids are scared to talk to girls now because of rejection. It's spooky time. I want to get into you came from Jersey, moved over here for the pandemic. I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say was a big reason, a political reason? Political reasons? No, because it's getting nuts up there over there.
You know, like politically,
because I mean, let's be clear. We both aligned politically. I voted for Trump for the first time, bro. I voted I've been a Democrat my whole life. My voting record is Obama, Biden, and this is my first time voting Republican and Trump. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, and I woke up during the pandemic. I will never go back.
Yeah, ever. Same. So, being a person that grew up in a blue state, which is New Jersey, and I grew up in an inner city called Newark, and that's all we were taught. It was like, hey, you Democrat, you gotta vote this because. You know,
it's the working class.
We're helping you. The Republicans are against you. They're your enemy. They don't want you to win, but we do.
Yeah.
Here, we're going to give you this. We're going to give you that. But make sure you vote for us when you know, and that kind of thing. And for a while, it worked. I'm not going to say it didn't work. Yeah. For a while, I was cool with it, right?
Yeah.
We did our thing. We whatever. You know,
because I think because at that time, I think the extremists were on the right side.
Yeah.
The extremists were Republicans.
Yeah.
So I looked at them as like, okay, you're like the old
gatekeeper,
white guys, rednecks, racism. Extremists were them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then as time went on, you started to see like a shift. You started to be like, wait, the extremists and the weirdos now are starting to be over here.
Yep.
And they're starting to change like fundamental societal beliefs, whether it's family structure, or whether it's like, it started to get a little weird, bro. So that's why, and around 2020, that's why I asked you, because a lot of people came from New York and California for political reasons.
Yeah. You know? So my main objective leaving Jersey was the climate. I'm like, bro, I'm done with the snow. I'm done with this ice. I'm done with these 30-degree below zero days in January, February, bro. I'm done. You know, and I told my wife, listen, it's now or never. Like, if we got this break, let's just do this now. Boom. We found the property. We said, yo, let's just go. Right? So we left. But politically, that was my wife's kind of agenda, right? Because they were forcing the vaccine on us in Jersey. She works in education. So they was just like, she was like, there's no fucking way. Right? They were forcing mandates on us. They were doing all these things, like, you know, where they were like, if you don't do this, you're not going to have a job. If you don't do this, your child's not going to come to school.
Insane, bro.
If you don't,
the people that are talking about controlling bodies were the ones, you know what I mean? Like, let a woman control her body. And we're the ones controlling everyone's body.
They're the ones doing everything. You know, so I, like you, voted for Obama twice. Not just once. I voted for Obama twice. When Trump ran the first time with Hillary, I didn't vote at all. I didn't vote at all. I'm like, I don't know this guy. I'm going to see how it plays out. But guess what he did? He proved himself to me. He was like, He did the job he did. We had no wars. We had no conflict internationally. The economy was amazing. Gas was at $2 or $3. Interest rates were at all-time low. Then boom, they couldn't do anything else with him. What they do? Allegedly release COVID.
Yeah.
Right? I'm gonna say allegedly, right?
Yeah.
Now, you saw the other day, Fauci came out and said, "Oh yeah, that came from a lab. I thought it came from a market, from some bird."
Yeah, exactly.
Right? You know,
For me, it's the lies.
It's the lies.
For me, it's the lies because I voted against Trump, and I look back and it's me shitting on Trump, like clowning him because he's goofy. You know what I mean? Like
absolutely.
He says a lot of shit, stupid shit. You know what I mean?
I agree.
But then when the pandemic hit, I started because I was a Democrat, and I'm looking at the numbers, and I'm like, all right, like old people should probably get the vaccine, but I had COVID. It was a little cough. I don't want to get a vaccine. I feel like I shouldn't get the vaccine. It's not worth it for me. I'm too young. I already had COVID. I am making the choice. I don't want to get the vaccine.
Right.
And then I see all the people that I voted for talking about, if you don't get this vaccine, it's going to be a winter of death. And I'm here like, wait. I'm on your side. Why are you telling me what to do with my body, And then you start to see things get censored on Twitter. And I'm like, oh, okay. Why is there only one narrative? And if you talk about the other narrative, they're censoring you.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Throughout history, the guys who were for censorship were never the good guys. So I'm looking at this and I'm like, wait a second. And then I'm like, okay, so clearly I didn't realize, maybe you did, but I didn't realize that all the media works together. I didn't know it was all, you start to see the same headlines come from NBC,
Everything.
ABC, CBS, CNN.
All send each
I
other
didn't really
the
know
same.
it was like that until the pandemic. I was like, wait, all of this, it's like a coordinated propaganda narrative push. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And I'm like, wait. So then I'm like, okay, I'm seeing them just, a thing about Trump will come. Like, yo, Trump says, the people over here, the Nazis were fine people. And you see this headline, I'm like, oh, this motherfucker really said this stupid shit? I'm believing it because maybe he did,
Yeah.
Then I go and I'm like, this is the first time ever I go on Twitter and I see, this is what he really said. And I'm like, okay, and he goes, there were fine people on both sides. Those Nazis, we're not talking about them. But I saw how the media, like in real time, could clip something,
of course,
and then push a whole different narrative. And then the whole machine, every single outlet backs it. And I was like, wait a second. And I'm starting to see all the, because I never catch Trump live. It's always clips and headlines.
Yeah.
And I just realized, yo, I've been brainwashed by these people.
Same.
Then you start to think about, damn, how much did they lie to me about history,
Everything.
about everything we've learned?
Everything.
You know what I mean?
Like you start to do like an audit of all the shit they've been telling you the whole time. You're like, wait a minute, but you told me this and you told me that. See, you had like a breakthrough moment. You're like, oh shit, like an oh shit moment, right? My oh shit moment was in fact during the vaccine, and then when I saw what they tried to do to him, like when they were just everything, it was just they're trying to convict him. And this is late in the game. I was already full fledged. I'm going for It was during COVID when they tried to do everything in their power to make this guy look like he was the guilty one. It was all his fault. He called it the China virus, which I think that shit is funny as hell.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. He got comedic value, bro. He has like
that's
comedic instincts for sure.
He's like, it came from China. It's a China virus.
No, yeah, it's like regular. Is that people got so like soft and sensitive that when you speak the truth about something, it's like he's just speaking the truth. Like that's normal where he comes. Like, bro, it's the China virus,
And he's a New Yorker, bro. New Yorkers are straight shooters. They'll tell you like it is.
Yeah, and people got so like the I guess the baseline got so left, like so sensitive and liberal, and it don't offend me, and it's like,
my breakthrough moment came from the pandemic, and then seeing the difference, right? Like once Biden took over, right? Remember I told you I didn't vote for Trump the first time, right? In 2020 I did, in 2016 I didn't, right? In 2020 I voted for him. Obviously he lost or whatever, they stole it, whatever the narrative is, but once he proved himself, I'm like, man, I like this guy. And everything he was doing, forget what he said, dude. I mean, he was on Twitter talking gibberish. He was doing all kinds of shit. I ignored all that. I'm like, show me the result. Because I have something that I always say, is the result that counts.
Right.
Like, bro, I don't care what you did to set all this shit up. I walked in and it was all done.
Right.
It's the result.
Yeah. But even like personality wise, like he's a guy that like shoots from the hip. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
what? No matter, he doesn't think too much in what he says, which is good, but which is bad, but it's also good, bro.
Yeah.
Because
transparency.
Yeah, exactly. You look, bro. This guy was on every single podcast from Joe Rogan to Full Send to Theo Vaughn. He's been 3-hour long form conversations. I can really watch you for 3 hours and get a good judge of your character. But what Kamala, all these all these other politicians, they hide behind, and then they have little clips of head. That's dead, bro. Thank God, bro. That media, that old school way of doing media is dead, bro.
Bro, you know? I love how the podcasting became so critical in this election because it showed them as human beings. It's like this, like we're talking right now, right? It showed them as human beings. He was cool. Trump wasn't in no rush at Joe Rogan. He was like, what else you want to know?
Yeah.
Like, he was chill about it, and he was responding to everything. Right. It was no like, he wasn't dodging shit. Right. Everything. So, to me, like I said, just going back to my breakthrough moment, it's just seeing, one, his performance when he was president, right? I'm like, wait, but this guy wasn't that bad, right? And then, two, when he tried to run again in 2020, that's when I turned it around. I'm like, wait a minute. Like, this is way, like, they're trying to prevent him from running. Biden said it. He goes, we will try to do everything in our power to prevent him from getting the presidency. Right. He said it. It's on video. Right. So, so again, for me, I've always voted Democrat over everything. But once I started seeing the evil that these folks or this group of elites were doing, I'm like, man, get me away from these. I'm like, get me as far away from you guys as I possibly can, because I can't even support something like this in my own right. You know what I'm saying? Like, how you go to sleep at night knowing that what you did fucked other people? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't move like that. I don't move like that in nightlife. I don't move. You can ask about me anywhere. Like, bro, like, if I hired you to DJ and I said it's $1, it's $1. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not 99 cents, it's $1. Right. You know what I mean? Like, where I feel the Democratic integrity, like you said, at first they were good, and then the right side was the evil ones, and it just flipped. It flipped,
bro. It's crazy how it flipped. And you know what it is that as a man, right, if we're going to send attacks to each other, the masculine way to send an attack is just go straight, right? Like how Trump will do it. He'll give people nicknames and be like, yo, crazy Pelosi.
Sleepy Joe.
Like, he's going to attack. He's going to attack directly. The other side is going to be sneaky and clip things and be how when the masculine wants to attack, it does physically, directly. Yeah. Sometimes through violence, but it's direct. Right. When the feminine wants to attack, it's through reputation sabotage. It's through snaky little. Yeah. And I started to see, this is how this side attacks. Yeah. This side is the feminine side that is. Trump is wilding out a lot, bro, but I can respect it, bro, as a man, because he's direct. Right. He's not gonna hide behind no sneaky shit. He's not gonna clip.
He shows you who he is.
Yeah. And I'm not going back to that
me neither, bro. I'm done. I'm not going back.
Because you know what it is? It's a system. That side is a system. It's not a candidate. It's a system. Yeah. So whoever they put, whether it's Biden, Kamala, whoever they put, Michelle Obama, you could tell they're just puppets for the people pulling the strings.
Exactly. And again, and this is for all the people who are watching this, right? Like, do you honestly think she was gonna solely run the country and sign executive orders on her own?
Who's running the country now? There's no way, bro.
Do you really think that she was gonna be sitting there at the Oval Office, be like, well, I'm signing? Like, she never, again, not demeaning her intelligence or her credentials, right? Because she whatever. But do you really think she had the presidential skill set, if you will, to sit there in the Oval Office, evaluate something, and be like, all right, I'm gonna sign an executive order to do this, bro, when you couldn't even handle the border?
Yeah, bro. Could you imagine?
You had one job.
Yeah, bro. Could you imagine her negotiating with Putin?
That's what I'm saying.
Bro, I can't even fathom that.
Exactly what I'm saying. Like I can't imagine her going to like a world summit. Yeah. Like, no one's gonna take you. Right now, bro. Like, our country has lost a lot of. Bro, I travel a lot, and whenever I went to Greece one time, bro. This is 2016. I got married, went to Greece. I met a guy. My wife and I were at this restaurant. I met a guy, and you know what he told me? He goes, "You guys, the best you could come up with is Trump." This is in 2016. Yeah. He goes, "The best you guys can come up with is Trump, United States." And I'm like, "Yeah," you know what I mean? Like, but it was almost like a sign of disrespect. I was like, "You guys ain't shit anymore." Yeah. You know what I mean? It's more like, yeah, whatever. Yeah. And around the world, the last 4 years, we haven't had that respect. You can't go somewhere. Yeah, I mean, I went to Egypt and they say, oh, America, yeah, and they love Trump. Like, but you go to certain countries, bro, and they're not checking for us. They're like, you're from America? Okay, well, whatever. Like, where before, oh, you're from the United States? Oh, we had that clout and that respect.
Yeah.
Where we've lost that. So hopefully now in the next 4 years, we gain that back. Because, bro, let me tell you something, bro. I came from the Dominican Republic at 8 years old. And this country has given me everything, brother. So for me, I'm as American apple pie as Dominican is mango. You know what I'm saying? So like, for me, this country has given me everything. So I'm a proud American. I will vote for the country, not for the candidate.
You're not a victim, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
A victim.
Yeah. I will vote for the country and the agenda and the policy. I don't give a fuck if you're green.
Yeah.
If you're the guy for the job, because I see people now posting like, where if you're Latino and you voted, so I wrote this one girl, I'm cool with her.
I wanted to ask you what you thought about that, by the way.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. So I this girl that I know, she posted up something earlier today. If you're Latino and you voted for this man, and you must, then your whiteness is, you thinking you're going to be white. You're not going to get any white points, some shit like that. So I wrote her back. I said, well, I voted for him. I'm like, so let me ask you a question. Is the qualification for me voting for someone that they have to look like me, or is it the job they're applying for? So she goes, oh, you took it over the top. I'm like, no, I'm taking you at face value.
Yeah.
You're saying if you're Latino and you voted for this man, then you're not going to get any white points.
It's identity politics, though, bro.
Yeah.
That's what they push on the left is the identity politics, bro.
Yeah. So, so it's like, today I'm watching the Kamala, like, I guess her concession speech or whatever on live on YouTube. And, so let me watch what she has to say, whatever. Give her the pen. Maybe she walks away on a classy tip. And the first thing that you hear in the background, right? And they had a DJ playing, and they're playing all of this music, bro, all this hip hop and all this stuff. And like you said, they're trying to identify with the movement. We're a movement. We're a movement. But what they don't understand is, bro, that you have the silent majority, right? In Broward, bro, like you have a silent majority. At least that's what I see, where they don't talk on social media, they don't brag, they don't talk, but they vote red. You know what I mean? And if you look at the map, how people voted, it's there. It's not. I'm not making this shit up. So
Broward was blue though, right?
Broward was blue. Broward was red, bro. Like if you look at the Florida map of the results.
Are you sure,
bro? Miami-Dade. I think West Palm.
I know Dade County.
I think West Palm is kind of. What is that? That's Palm County, right? Palm Beach.
Palm Beach, yeah. I think Broward and Palm Beach have always been blue.
No, Broward. I mean, from the map that I saw, it was all red. The only areas that I saw blue were something, I think Kissimmee in Orlando or next to Orlando. I don't know if you could pull it up.
Let's pull it up, bro.
Pull up election results. Go on Google and pull up election results.
Oh, I have this. Oh man, I don't even know. Let me pull it up on my phone because
But if you look at like election results on Google, right? It'll show you. Let me see if I find it here. So
Democrats dominate again in blue.
So if you click on, I have it. I pulled it up right here. So
I'm pretty sure Dade County is red.
Look at that map right there. That's a map.
Yeah, bro. Broward's blue. Broward is blue.
But that's the first blue. That's the whole Broward?
Yeah, that little block above the red is Broward.
So I stand corrected.
Dade
was red.
Dade County, thank God for Cubans, bro.
Red.
I'm gonna say thank God for Cubans because they could smell communism.
See,
bro.
I'm fairly new here, so I'm still identifying. Like in Jersey, like you got Newark, you got Trenton. They were strictly blue, right? And then you have like Bergen County. You have that's all Republican. So they all were red.
You know what it is too is that Trump's ego. People can't get past Trump's ego, bro. Is that he's such an egomaniac, that me, at first I'm like, bro, I don't want to fuck with someone but what I learned is, pause on this statement, but eat the meat, spit out the bones. So people got to learn to like take the good shit and like really, like, because no one's perfect, you know what I mean? You gotta
bro. And listen,
I'll take the egomaniac, bro. Like I grew up with hip hop, everyone's an egomaniac. Who could talk the best shit, you know what I'm saying? But like, what are the actions behind it? So the ego thing doesn't bother me, bro, because I'm a man who's comfortable in my own skin. But a lot of people who are uncomfortable with themselves, someone like Trump makes them feel bad because it's like, this is ego.
If you're insecure, he's gonna make you. And I know this because from even nightlife, everything I relate back to nightlife, because I've been in that space for so long. Like even nightlife, when at least in New York or in New Jersey, you see like the hot promoter, right? The hot promoter is the one that's always banging them on the chest. Yeah, last night was a movie. We had 1,000 people in here. Da, 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 da. Yeah, ain't nobody fucking with us. Da, da, da. Right? That was that guy, right? I mean, I've been that guy. I know a couple of guys that are that guy, and people they start to hate your ego, not your results. You feel me? Because now they're like, well, he's too cocky. Well, he's whatever. But, like, people hate LeBron James.
Yeah.
But he delivers results, right?
Bro, you could literally be an egomaniac, talk the most shit, and literally on video give millions of dollars to like charity to a poor neighborhood, and there's still people who are gonna be triggered by the ego and not the actual substance
hit it on the freaking head, bro. Because most people, I'm not gonna say most, I'm gonna say a lot of people voted for Kamala because they hated Trump, not because. I would do that. I rarely got into engagement with people.
We don't know nothing about Kamala. Of course, everyone just voted against Trump.
Right.
It wasn't,
you know what I'm saying? It wasn't because, well, her policies are better. Really? Well, tell me them.
Yeah. What's her biggest accomplishment?
Yeah. I asked somebody, I was like, what are her policies? She had one job, bro. Go close that border. Yeah. You had one job, and you didn't do that job. Yeah. So why should I trust you with this bigger job?
What do you say to Frikkio, to the people who, because you said you came from DR, when you were 8 years old? What's your whole take on immigration? And because I'm sure people could come to you and be like, "You're not from here," you're an immigrant too. Why are you?
Believe me, I've commented on people's posts, and like Fat Joe put up a post the other day, and I commented on the post, but it had like 4,000 likes, and people were coming for me. They were coming for me. Oh, what about you? He's gonna send you back to your country, and this and that and third. And listen, as an immigrant, I'm all about immigration, bro. And that goes not just in this country, bro. I've thought about moving to like Paris. Yeah. Right? So I'm all about immigration. Where if you're not happy here, you want to go try, like you say, you want to go to New York, bro, migrate. Yeah. Right? But do it clean, do it legally. Like if you come in, bro, my mom came in here, bro, worked her ass off, brought my brothers here. We all came on a plane. We didn't come on a fucking boat. We had a green card. By the time we landed here at immigration in Newark, we already had a green card in our hand. You know what I mean? So it wasn't like, well, let's go figure this out. You know what I mean? Like, and so I feel that if you want to come into this country and you're struggling in your country, you're coming from a third world country or whatever the country is, right? And you're not happy there. It could be Europe, it could be South America, it could be DR, it could be anywhere. But all you have to do is come with the mentality and the agenda that you're going to come here and be productive and work. Yeah. Like we deal with it in DR, we deal with the same migration problem with Haiti, and that's a whole different thing, right? But we deal with it, and me, I don't mind the Haitians. I don't mind them. People sometimes they get into, oh, well, you're Dominican, people who are from Haiti, and and I say to them, I said, listen, if you come into DR and you come in there to be a productive member of society, where you're gonna pay taxes, you're gonna work, you're gonna help us build stuff, stay out of trouble, dude, welcome. Yeah. Welcome. Because if to be very honest with you, bro, like in DR, if you take the Haitians out of DR will fall apart. Yeah. Who builds everything? It's the DR. It's the Haitians. Go pay a Dominican.
Kind of like the Mexicans here.
Yeah. Right? Go pay a Dominican to go dig gravel for a new building on the come up right now. Go tell me, yeah, I'm gonna pay you, I don't know, $30 an hour to go do that job. Get the fuck out of here. I ain't doing that job. Yeah. I wouldn't do it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So like, who does that job? They do. Right. Now, the problem is that when the ones that commit crimes, right, outnumber the good ones, then you have a problem.
Exactly.
So that's what happened.
So nuanced.
That's what happening here. Yeah. Here, all these illegals coming in because they wanted to get their vote. Yeah. Now they're committing crime. They're not vetting them. Yeah.
It's like, bro, you know what it is? I look at it like America. I relate to everything to nightlife, but like, bro, this country is like a poppin' ass club, and we got the velvet rope, and we got people at the front of the rope. We can't let everybody in for the sake of the club, bro. We would love to let everyone, but we cannot. Nope. We're gonna let one at a time. We're gonna pat you down. We're gonna make sure you got no weapons. We're gonna make sure we're gonna let you in, but it has to be streamlined in an organized way. Yes. You know what I mean? You gotta be vetted. We're a popping club. We gotta have the velvet rope. You can't have the velvet rope. Live is not live if there's no velvet rope. Yeah. If everyone can get in, it's not live anymore.
And then listen, and there's a thing called the VIP, right? Like in Dominican Republic, I don't know how it is now, but years ago, you would have to go to the consulate and prove that you were worthy of getting that visa. So that's on the Dominican side. Forget the American side, the Dominican side. But I'm sure whatever administration was in at the time might have told them, yo, all right, you want to make sure you get this guy Frikkio, he's going to come in the country? All right, well, make sure Where does he come from? Does he have a criminal record? What is he coming here to do? So they ask all these fundamental questions before they let you in. In DR, years ago, I don't know about now, years ago, you would go and say, hey, yeah, I am so-and-so. I have a degree from X college. I've worked in, entertainment. I do this. I have a job. I have a house here. I have a house. They have to see that you're a member of society to even say, all right, you might be worthy of a visa.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But if you come here illegally through some like coyotes or however the people coming across the border illegally, and you have a past, and you get stopped at our border, and then we know you have a past, we have to send you back, brother. I'm sorry. Okay, you've been reformed and whatever. Okay, we know what? Come back when you have reformed in your own country. Well, I don't have opportunity. Okay, so I have a cousin that works in the border patrol, like Homeland Security, and today, now this is not tomorrow. This is today. He tells me, if anybody comes in here into the country right now and says, I'm in danger, I'm being persecuted. That's the word he told me. I'm being persecuted by my government.
They'll let you in.
The United States will let you in.
Wow.
I am being persecuted by my own country, by my own government. That's all you got to say. And if it's one of those governments like, Cuba or Nicaragua, one of these governments where we know it's happening, they'll be like, come on in.
Great.
There was a guy on TikTok with this whole app. He put in his name, fake ID, everything, and he showed the app to some agent, and they let him through. So all of those things as an immigrant, I don't agree with. You know what I mean? And I'm not gonna agree with it now or 100 years from now, because at the end of the day, I get it, man. Listen, man, in DR, life is hard, bro. Life is hard. People struggle. People are hungry. People are going. I get it. You know what I mean? But every single country can't take you. You know what I'm saying? You can't come in here illegally. Now, if you're coming in here to say, I'm going to come here and build a house, build a company, start this, do that, whatever, cool. We're going to monitor your ass too.
Right.
We need to monitor you. 5 years from now, hey, how are you doing? You still started that company? You still doing? Have you gotten in trouble?
That's a really good approach, man.
All of those things, bro, we need to have checks and balances, because we don't know, once you cross that border, you get that green card, what are you going to do? And years ago, bro, people were getting deported. In New York, I know so many friends that got deported, like drug dealers and shit. Like they were in New York and then got caught and got deported. We should go back to that. Like if you get caught here with an aggressive major crime, like I'm talking about, murder, drugs, or aggressive assault, whatever, bro, we should think about sending your ass back, because look, Canada don't play that shit.
Yeah.
Canada, bro, you get a DWI, you go to Canada, you're not getting into that country. And anybody from Canada, they'll attest to that. If you got some sort of criminal record and you go, I went with a guy up there to go DJ. I can't say his name, but he got turned back because he had some child support shit going on. You know what I'm saying? And they were like, yo, they stop you at the border and they check you out. They're like, okay, give me your passport. Bro, they will keep you there for hours.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, they're going to check you out.
Yeah.
And then they find some shit.
Yeah.
All they found on me was a bunch of CDs that I had in my car.
Yeah.
And then, what are you going to do with these? I'm going to give them out. You're going to give all these CDs out. I was like, I am. And they were like, nah, we're throwing these away. Yeah. They took them from me. But they let me go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let me go into the country.
It bothers me, bro. When the left, when liberals, they try to give Latinos a hard time for voting conservatively,
Yes.
But I feel like Latinos by nature are conservative.
are
They're of family. Their temperament is conservative. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I hate this new. They're calling Latinos Latinx now.
I hate that shit.
Bro,
I can't stand
it's all the Latinos that were fed up with that bullshit. Why they voted for Trump, bro?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, you heard it today. Today was there was a guy today no, don't call me Latinx. I am Latino. Don't call me Latinx. What are you trying to separate from?
What they're trying to do is this gender neutral society. They're trying to push on us, and they don't want to do the Latino Latina, so they just want to call everyone Latinx. You know what I mean? And because Spanish is very gendered, so they got to really change words around and shit.
Yeah, I've never identified with that. Like I said, and people will come and say, well, whatever, But at the end of the day, bro, I'm telling you, as a person who had a green card, who has a naturalization certificate when I became a citizen, I have all that, and I'm telling you, as a person that has all that, I support vetting immigrants. Yes, come in, but let's see what you're really about.
Yeah, and it's got to be a certain amount. It can't just be, not anyone come in, but wait in line. You got to wait in line,
like
bro.
a club.
Yeah.
Like a club. You got to wait in line. And again, if you come in and you present some promise that you are come here and you're going to contribute to the society, yo, welcome, brother. You can be my neighbor.
Yeah.
You know, all good. But now if you're going to come and be my neighbor and rob my car when I go to bed at night, or you're going to go, you know, bother my children or whatever, like that, now I have a problem. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and we see that happening.
Yeah, but it also doesn't help that the left, that side of the political aisle, they speak of this country like it's evil.
Yes.
And you know, every country has evil past.
Every country, brother.
But so now people come here and people in this country don't even respect this country.
Right.
Like because these kids are going to college and they're just getting indoctrinated to the patriarchy and this country's evil. So now people come here and don't even respect the country anymore. You know what I'm saying? So like your whole, you know, point about being productive to society and contributing to the country, bro, like, people don't even see it that way.
They don't understand it because they've been indoctrinated and they've been told by the left that no, they're. Have you noticed today, mostly today, I mean, I guess today's is amplified, but I've noticed it a long time ago, but mostly today is wild. The hate and the division. Bro, I don't know if you've seen it, but or maybe anybody else has seen it. Republican Party or anybody that voted for Trump or voted for today wanted what's best for the country.
Right.
I haven't seen them be like, yeah, get that racist or get her black ass out of. They haven't been talking like that, bro. No one's talking like that.
Yeah.
The ones who are talking like that is them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
they're the extremists now, bro.
Yeah,
they're
bro.
the extremists now, bro. They're the prejudiced ones.
You're calling us fascists and all these names, right? But you're the one promoting that.
Yeah.
So how is it that you're calling me that when you haven't heard it come out my mouth?
Yeah.
You're the one saying it for me.
Exactly.
So now I'm a racist or I'm this or I'm that because you say so.
Yeah, you're doing. Yeah, you're the one demonstrating those characteristics. Like,
you know what I'm saying? It's like, dude, it's like, how do I say it, bro? A hooker on the street is not gonna tell you she's a hooker. You kind of tell her.
Yeah.
You see her, she's a hooker.
Yeah.
She's not promoting herself to be a hooker. That's what these people are doing, bro. These people are literally hookers and saying, "Don't call me a hooker."
Yeah. That's crazy, bro. And
don't call me a hooker. Okay, I'm sorry. I just in the corner asking for money. You're not a hooker.
Elon Musk said it. He's like, yo, everything they accused Trump of, they're literally doing, bro. They're literally doing. Like, he's gonna persecute his opponents, bro. They literally are trying to persecute him, bro. With lawfare and everything that they say he's gonna do. That racism. You're literally the most racist party, divisive party. Like, bro, you know, it's crazy to me.
It's like the girl or the guy who's cheating on the partner and say, you're gonna go out and cheat, you're gonna do all this, when it's really the dude doing that shit.
Yeah. That's real, bro.
You know, but again, like, you know, bro, like especially this week before the election and today, holy shit, it's been bad, bro. Like, I've unfollowed probably like 10 people today. Yeah. Not because I wanted to, but it was more they invited me to.
Yeah, they're emotional, bro.
They will literally write stuff, and I'm following you. I know you for a long time. I'm not gonna respond. I get it. You're in your feelings. But then when you write certain things, like that chick that wrote that whole, like, if you're Latino, you're not gonna get any more white points for doing that. So I'm like, I have to respond.
Yeah.
So I said, hey, you know, and that's what she was. Well, you read it over the top. I said, no problem. I didn't get into the whole. That's one thing I haven't done at all. Like, people will sometimes I'll turn off my comments, whatever. Like, because I don't want to get into the back and forth because your head is already what you already believe.
That whole old school mentality of the Republicans are the old white racist.
Yeah, that's
want to bring back.
That's a wrap.
It's over for that, bro. Anybody could be anything they want in this country.
That's a wrap.
It's the left that is that. They're so anti. They're so tone deaf, bro. That they're so anti that, which you should, but you're like not reading the room. That doesn't exist like it used to exist anymore. Like, and then Trump is the one that's just like, yo, I want to make everything better for everybody. Like, you know, he's the least racist one. You know what I mean?
And how about the team that this guy Robert Kennedy, like Elon Musk,
Vivek, I love, big fan of him too.
Just the people that he has put together. Tulsi Gabbard, bro, like she's a monster. Carrie Lake from Arizona. Dude, you're talking about all-star team.
Yeah.
This is like
the 95 Bulls.
Dude, I was gonna say the all-star team. We had Jordan, you had Magic Johnson, you had Charles Barkley.
Right.
You're talking about the Olympic, I think like 96 or some shit.
Yeah.
Bro, you're talking about an Olympic elite level team.
Yeah. Bro, you have Elon Musk, right, bro? First of all, if Elon Musk didn't buy Twitter, bro, it would have been bad. Because they were censoring everything. They're the fastest ones. They were doing the censoring, bro.
Right.
You cannot be the party that censors and calls the other people fastest.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy.
Yeah,
man.
you can't say, oh well, we want you to have free speech and freedoms, but you're trying to take my freedoms away.
Yeah.
Look at Fauci, the whole vaccine shit. Like that's a whole nother
crazy to me, bro.
Dude, like all that stuff. But they were telling us, if you don't wear your mask, you know how many times, bro, like on a plane, this or that, and we all did it because this is what they're saying. Okay, let's just we all did it. We had to do it, right? In DR, same monkey see, monkey do, bro. That's why DR is a country that looks at the United States. Well, they're doing it. Well, we're gonna do it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, and they pushed the entire agenda on the whole world. And for this man to come out later and say, "Oh yeah, that came from a lab," he said it.
Afraid of who's gonna come at him. He's not. He's just real, bro. He's him, and it's like,
bro, all these like Pfizer and all these people coming out and say, we should not have let that vaccine
losing
out.
studies. They've lost studies, bro.
Like
vaccinating children, they've lost. Shit's crazy,
dude.
Bro.
We could sit here all night, and some people will be in your comments and they're gonna argue and debate and whatever, and because in their head they've already been told that this is evil. That man is evil.
Yeah,
and whoever he appoints is evil too. And like
I wanted to bring up the other name. You said RFK.
RFK.
My man, I'm a health guy, bro. Me
too, bro. You
first of all, if you look at him, he's the current lady that's in charge of the health is she looks nuts, bro.
And you saw that photo, right?
Yeah, and then you see RFK who's in shape, old in shape. Like, bro, he wants, first of all, the food in this country is poisonous, bro.
Absolutely.
He just wants to make the standards how Europe has stricter standards. You know what I mean? And you're going to piss off a lot of big pharma. You're going to piss off a lot of these food corporations.
Yep.
But guess what? It needs to be done. It's what's best for the population. Dude. You know what I'm saying? He's going to take the fluoride out of the water. Like, it's...
Yeah.
They're shaking shit up. Like, the way that... Like, we grew up, the Republicans were the establishment. Now it's the Democrats are the establishment.
Crazy, right?
And it flipped. And now the Republicans... assemble the Avengers, Trump, RFK, Vivek, and Elon Musk, and they're trying to dismantle the establishment.
Yes.
And there's people who didn't, like my dad, there's people who didn't see the flip.
Yeah.
They're still thinking like it's I'm like, Dad, these are not the Democrats from the 90s anymore, or the 2000s, bro. There's not. And if you're just watching traditional media, traditional news, if you don't have Twitter, if you're not really seeing alternate perspectives on social media, you're not going to see that flip.
No.
You're not
going to see it. And that's the other thing. I think when we are where we are right now, bro, like as a nation, this is a pivotal moment, bro. Like you're gonna see in the next 4 years, like you said, the food, right? I'll give you an example. I like to talk by examples because it illustrates. Like I went to Chile, right, a couple of years ago, but before the pandemic. My wife and I went to Chile. We travel a lot. Like we did South America for like a whole 2 months. Wow. So we went to like Ecuador, Colombia. We trekked down. We made it down to Chile. I ate everything in sight. When I say everything in sight, bro, I ate everything. They got a hot dog called un completo, which in Chile, it's like a hot dog with mayonnaise. Bro, it's a bomb in your stomach. Yeah, literally. Yeah. I ate like 3 of them shits. I ate sweets. I lost weight.
Crazy.
Right? Now people will say, oh, you were walking. Yeah, fine. Fine. But I wasn't doing high intensity cardio. Yeah. I was just simply walking as a tourist.
Right.
I was eating whatever I could, drinking. We're on vacation. We didn't give a shit.
Right.
For 2 months in Latin America, but we was everywhere. And we ate everything. We lost weight. I'll go further than that.
In Europe too, bro.
I was going
to say Spain.
Italy. Dude, in Italy, Italians are heavy with the pasta, right? Pizza. Bro, we went to Naples. We literally my wife had her own pie. I had my own pie. I'm talking about some, bro. We ate the whole shit. They didn't feel full. Remember,
the bread doesn't hit like it hits here, bro.
There's no gluten. Yeah. Right? Doesn't hit. And we lost weight. Or didn't gain anything. It's not like we came back. Oh my God. Like, bro, like here, go eat a pizza. Go eat a whole pizza pie here. Yeah, you're going to have to go work out for at least a good week.
Yeah, you take a nap right after, bro. You're done.
You know what I'm saying? So the food here is a problem, bro. And people don't understand that either. Like, they're like, well... So, I see people posting now.
Bro, I look around, everybody's fat, bro. I hate to be offensive, but I go to the club, I look around, I'm like, damn, everyone looks sloppy and just unhealthy, and then like, you know, for the overwhelming majority, not everybody, but and I noticed the difference from 10 years ago. It's crazy, bro.
And again, you know, we're not promoting health. We're promoting. You walk into a supermarket, bro. The first thing you see is all the candy and all the cakes and all the, like, you don't see a lot, bro. Walk into a supermarket in Europe, like, you don't see a lot. You go into the supermarket in Italy or in Spain, and bro, you see healthy shit right in front of you. Like, here, they promote everything junk first, and where do they have all the healthy shit hidden? Yeah, you got to go into the aisle. You got to go into the back. You got to go to find all the good stuff. It's not in your face, because again, these companies pay for that real estate in the supermarkets. Hey, you know what? I want that end cap right there to put all my Twinkies right here. Yeah, you know, and that's the first thing you see. I told my wife and I have a rule. I said to her, don't. You know, my wife is Italian, so she loves sweets, bro. That's their culture. That's just their culture, right? But I tell her, I said, listen, don't keep too much bread around me. Don't keep too much sweets around me, because the temptation will have, bro. One day you're hungry, you come from a club, and
I'm the same way, bro.
Dude,
I don't even like to have it in my house.
Exactly. Exactly.
It's different.
You know,
so I'm very similar to you, to where my girlfriend loves sweets too.
Yeah.
I love it too, bro. But I know it's bad for me. I can't have it in the house, bro.
Exactly.
Like, you know?
Because again, you know, and again, it's not that you're making a bad decision. It's that you're just, well, it's right there.
Right.
Fuck it. I mean, just, you know, like, my wife was buying these protein bars, right? Like protein bars or whatever, and it's like low sugar, whatever, but it's still sugar.
Right.
Right. I told her last week, I said, listen, I'm done with the protein bars. Like, I don't want to have no more, because they're there. Yeah. I come home from the gym, it's easy, unwrap it, eat it, right? Yeah. But you know what? I told her, you know what? Buy some watermelon, buy fruit. If I want something sweet, I'll grab a banana. Right. Like, I'll eat something else, because, bro, we have to control the shit we're putting in our bodies, because that's really, bro, I'll show you a photo later, but like, bro, I was a big dude. I was about maybe like 240. I hit it well because, you know, I would wear loose clothing.
You was 240?
240, bro. I'm 185 right now.
Holy shit.
Right?
How long ago was this? So you're 240?
Like 3-4 years ago.
Oh, in the pandemic?
In pandemic, bro.
Oh, wow.
Pandemic. And not only that, I went to Thailand in 2017, I think it was, 2017. And I got injured, right? I had a rib tendon going down the mountain, whatever. I had to fly back. Then my whole workout shit was disrupted, right? Because you know when you fall off, when you work out, you fall off, getting back on. Bro, I fell off for 3 years, no lie. Then the pandemic came. Now I'm off for 5 years, not working out, making excuses. Because at the end of the day, in the pandemic, I could have worked out. Yeah. I made excuses, right? But when I got hurt, I was recovering, whatever. That was a good 6 months to a year. I couldn't really run, do anything. But then I got comfortable. Boom, I gained weight. I'm eating. I'm not burning. Dude, the minute I came down here, I'm like, I'm done with this shit. I said, I'm in good weather. I'm getting in shape. Dude, I do kickboxing. I do bike riding.
I see you on the bike, bro.
Bro, I do these 20 miles like it's nobody's business, bro. I do 20, 30 miles like it's nobody. I go mountain biking here in Markham Park. Yeah. I walk. I do kickboxing. I'm in 3 gyms, bro. Like, because I'm just right now, I'm like, I ain't falling off. Yeah. Yeah. I'm like, I'm not falling off. You know what I mean? Like, and then now the part that I got to control better is the food. You know what I mean? Like I said.
Yeah, but honestly speaking, if you're working out that much, you could be a little more lenient with the food.
Yeah,
it's really just.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'll go to DR and eat some chicharrón, bro. You can't take me away from that. Yeah, bro. Like, you know, but again, all in moderation. So I'll get a little, 3 or 4 pieces, and I'm good. Right. Fried fish in DR, it's a thing. If you land in DR, you don't go to Boca Chica, bro, and you don't eat that fried fish, you didn't go to DR. Yeah. Like that's just a fact. Yeah. So I'll do that. I'll land in DR. Boom. I'll go to Boca Chica, get my fried fish. If I'm there a week, that's the only fried fish I'm having. That's it. I'm not going back the next day and eating it again. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I'll give myself the pleasure, because when you're on a diet, that signal to your brain that that's an expiration date. I'm on a diet. So that means that the diet's going to end soon. Yeah. Right? Once you lost the weight that you want to lose, what are you going to do? You're going to go back to eating cakes again? Yeah. Because some people say, so no, it's a lifestyle change. Exactly. It's habits. Like, it's all your habits. It's lifestyle. It's not that I'm on a diet. No. Yeah. Yeah. I'll go out right now, bro. Look, I just came from ceviche. I just had some fish right now. Yeah. Right? Maybe tomorrow, the next day, or Saturday, I'll go out and grab a pizza, bro. That's amazing pizzerias in Weston. Yeah. So I'll go eat a pizza there. Yeah. So I'm not restricting myself. I'm just restricting how often I do it. Yeah. You feel me? I'm not gonna go and eat like fried 5 days a week. No,
Yeah.
I'll do it once a week.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Cool.
For me, I'm just it's crazy because this is a blessing, but my mental health suffers when I do not work out.
Same.
When I do not exert
Bro, we have
energy.
a lot in common.
If I'm in the crib for 2 days, the overthinking, the anxiety, shit. So I literally exercise for my mind.
Yeah.
The body, I mean, I like to look good, but that's just like a side effect. You know, I really do it to keep
1000%.
I do it to keep my mind sane.
1000%. 1000%, bro. Like bro, if my wife and I are having a disagreement at home and whatever, you know, dude, I go do a round of kickboxing, bro. I come back like nothing ever happened.
Bro, you know what's crazy?
It's crazy, right?
Yeah, bro. I just had today. I just woke up like irritated today, and I told my girl like, "Yo, let me just go to the gym, give me some space, give me a couple hours," and then I came back fine. You know what I mean? But I need that time to just go to the gym and exert that energy. As men, that's how we get.
And we need alone time.
That's our therapy, bro.
Yeah, and we need alone time. Like, bro, mental health is probably the primary reason why I work out. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a bulky guy, and I'm not trying to be. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be this muscular dude. Dude, I just want to be in shape. I want to fit into my tees. I want to fit into my clothes. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? But this right here, bro, when I'm doing 45-minute cardio, bro, I'm on that bike, and I'm doing like 30 miles, and I'm done.
It's therapy.
And I'm by myself. I'm with my ear pods, bro. I'm just vibing out. Like, bro, like, I come back with a calming, bro, it's hard to explain.
Your endorphins are hit. It's like, it's like a calming. Nothing could bother you.
Dude,
you know?
And as you see, I walk around calm, bro. Like, for you to piss me off, bro, you have to do a lot, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and I'm just a chill, laid back, bro. And I attribute all that shit to exercise, bro. Like, because when you're home consuming all this shit, you know, this content, and then you're not working out.
Screen time, that screen.
To clear that out, to clean that out, because you got to clean out your mind, bro. A lot of people believe in meditation. I've tried it. I just can't silence my mind enough to do meditation.
No, but that's the point of it.
You know what I'm saying?
So no, but that's the point. So all right, let me give you
give me some gems.
some meditation game because it literally changed my life. I don't do it as much as I should, but I have it as a tool for when I need it. But basically, what you do is you focus your attention. It's a focus practice. So what you do is you focus on a mantra. Say you're just gonna say, breathe in, out, thank you, God. Breathe in, out, thank you, God. You're gonna keep doing that, and your mind's gonna wander, and it's gonna go, yo, what am I eating tonight?
Right.
And then when you catch it, you bring your focus back to, thank you, God. Then it's gonna go, yo, well, damn, what my girl said to me yesterday was da-da-da-da-da-da-da, and you're gonna be lost in your thought, but then you're gonna catch it, and you're gonna bring it back. And every time you catch it and bring it back, that's a bicep curl for your mind. So it's about, you're supposed to not be able to quiet your mind. It's the catching it is where the value is, bringing it back.
See, nobody explained it to me that way.
Right.
That's crazy.
And that applies to that helps you in other facets of your life. So now you're in traffic, someone cuts you off, you catch it. Just how you catch the
thought, the random thought.
Right. You catch someone cut you off in traffic, catch it, boom, back to thank you, God. God is great. God is good. You know what I mean? Like, so it applies.
So I like that. I like that a lot, actually.
Yeah. I used to do it in 2018. Had some things happen to me, but like, from 2018 to like the pandemic, it was on some everyday shit. And yeah, bro, you're going to sit there for 30 minutes and every 5 minutes. And sometimes you're going to think about like a scenario that might happen. Then you realize, oh, I've been lost in this thought for 3 minutes. Catch it, boom. Yeah. And then you're like, damn, you see how your mind, you get to observe your brain from outside of your brain, looking at yourself. Yeah. And you're like, how your mind,
look how my mind works. I never thought about it that way. Yeah. I thought it was more, because I follow J Balvin, and he's a really big like promoter or advocate of that, right? Like mental health and meditating. So when he was doing it, he followed a guy, I forgot the guy's name. It was like some big dog, like meditation guy or whatever. So I started following that guy, right? And I found himself on YouTube or whatever, and he was like, well, you got to quiet your mind. And I'm like, bro, I can't. It's hard. The only way I quiet my mind, bro, if I take a gummy and my mind starts to just quiet. Like, now my mind's quiet. And I fall asleep. Right. You know, but no one has ever explained it to me like.
But it's not, but it's not about quieting the mind. It's about what it means to, when your mind is not quiet, is just monkey mind. There's too many thoughts everywhere. That's when your mind, so quieting your mind just means being able to focus on one thing. Yeah. You know? And with time, your mind is going to drift, and it's going to stop doing that with time. You know what I'm saying? The more you do it, the less it's going to drift. You get me? But you want it to drift so you could catch it back, because that's the bicep curl. And as it gets stronger, your mind is not going to drift anymore. And you're able to catch yourself.
Bro. That's a really good gem.
And I use that tool for everything now, bro. I'll give you an example. Like, I smoke weed. Like, like sometimes you smoke some shit like a strain and it make you a little paranoid.
Yeah.
And you'll be like, shit.
I've been there.
Because when your mind strays and you don't realize it, when you're not familiar with meditation, how your mind works, when your mind strays, you become the thought. You are the thought.
You are the thought. Yeah,
you think it's true.
1000%.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But when meditation happens, I'll give you a good parallel, like leaves in a river, right? Like your thoughts are like leaves in a river, and they're going down the river. You could look at the leaf and be like, AKA the thought, that thought doesn't serve me, and just let it keep going down the river. Or you could take one of the leaves, take it out, examine it. Okay, now I'll put it back, let it go. Or if it's a good thought, it serves you, take it, put it in your pocket. You know what I'm saying? But that's how your thoughts are always coming. So you really have to be able to not become the thought that it catches you. You know what I'm saying?
You know where I experience that at a lot? When I'm reading, because I read a lot of books, right? I usually do like one book per month, right? And when I'm reading, I catch myself doing exactly what you just said. Shit, I gotta pay that bill. Back to the book.
And you read 2 pages.
Yeah.
And you didn't even realize what the fuck you read because you were in that narrative.
Yes. Dude, that happens to me every day. Every single day. And what I'll do is, I don't care if the TV's on. I'm not that kind of reader where like everything has to be quiet. Like my wife is. Like when she's reading a book, you could hear a pin drop in there. You can come in here like drop your glasses, like none of that shit. Where me, dude, you could turn the radio on. I don't give a shit. I'm reading this book, right?
Right.
I could focus enough, but then my own mind will play tricks on me.
Right.
It'll be like, yo, you got to pick up your car tomorrow from the dealer. Oh, shit, yeah. Oh, back to the, it's kind of like that. Right. So I'm gonna take that gem.
But you're already meditating because, like I said, anything that keeps your mind focused on one thing is meditation. That's what we're doing. We're just thank you God, thank you God, thank you God. You're focusing on one thing. When it strays, just catch it. Boom, thank you God, thank you God. And that's what happens when your wife is probably reading. She's boom, 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 reading, and she's focusing on one thing. That's meditation.
Yeah,
you're probably doing your cardio. That's why I do the gym, because I'm focused on one thing.
Yeah.
And if it strays, you just catch it, boom, back to what I'm doing. Like, it's a focus practice.
Dude, even today, bro, I'm just lifting. I'm like, fuck, how was it tomorrow? Like, and then I caught the same thing, bro. Everything you just said right now just kind of came full circle. I'm like doing a couple of weights or whatever, and I'm like thinking about shit tomorrow. Wait, back to this.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
Like, because your mind will definitely try to take you
but
out
bro,
of
there's some people who don't even catch it, and they're just living in some narrative that, you know what I mean? Like, and they become the thought. And now, then you start thinking about, like, you becoming emotional about hypothetical things that haven't even happened yet.
Yeah. Oh my God.
And you become
bro.
the thought. You become it. So now you're emotionally attached to it, and now you're mad at some narrative that doesn't even exist yet. It's a hypothetical situation.
I overthink a lot of shit, man. I overthink a lot, and it is one of my biggest problems because sometimes like I'll think something through so much that when it actually materializes itself, when it actually does happen, oh shit, wasn't that big deal? And my son does the same thing. Like my son, bro, to get him to swim right now has been a challenge. And when I first showed him how to ride a bike, he didn't want to do it. He was overthinking. What if I fall? This. He starts, bro, and he's getting that from me or from somebody, right? And once he learned how to do it, he goes, oh, it wasn't that bad. I'm like, yeah, you were overthinking. Right. But again, easy for me to say because I'm not in his head.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But like overthinking is a disease, man. Like we really have to learn how to control that. And I think meditation is the key to that.
That's the key, bro. That's the key, bro.
Yeah, I'll definitely take that advice, man. That's really good advice. Because I thought it was more like, okay, you gotta sit here quiet for 2 minutes and not talk to anybody or not let nothing distract you. Right? And rather than you controlling your own thoughts. Like, okay, I'm gonna focus on this right here.
Yeah. You're not even controlling it. You're like realizing when it goes off the rails so you can catch it. And so you're like, you come outside of your head, you look at yourself from the top, and it's like, oh, you really just thought about that like you're able to
grab it. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
that's really good, bro. Because again, that's one of the things that I really want to work on, learn how to quiet the mind and kind of just, bro. And listen, bro, like lately, I've read this one book, bro, that I recommend to you. It's called Focus on What You Can Control. Right? And it goes into like how the Stoics used to live and how they go into, not letting too many things externally affect you, and focus on what you really have control of. And I've been practicing that lately. Like, when something happens to me now, like, look, we're supposed to do an event now for the Latin Grammy. It fell apart, right? Because communication, whatever. So I told Mafio today, which was with him, and I said, Mafio, I feel the timing, blah, blah, blah. There were some things I couldn't control. Puff was away. We couldn't really coordinate. So I'm going to step out of this one because I don't want to do something and produce something for you that's not going to be successful or they're not going to do well because of the timing. Mm-hmm. And he respected that. He respected the fact that I told him I'd rather not do it because of the timing, right? It's literally next week. I said, we don't have the time. I said, I'm not comfortable with this.
Yeah.
And he actually appreciated that. He goes, you know what? I agree. So next time we'll plan a little better. We'll do it a month out or whatever. But, sometimes, bro, we need to learn how to control things and just...
Or know when you can't control
and
things.
know when you can't control them, right? And when something happens to me now, bro, if I'm reading that book again, I reflect. And I just went through that whole book and I'm like, yo, like this dude is right. Remember, a book is an author, right? It's one person's perspective. So you don't have to believe everything they say, right? But they have a lot of knowledge where maybe life experience or whatever. So you're like, damn, that is true. And we're all similar in some type of way at the end of the day. So anyway, now someone says or does something that I can't control, I'm like, no problem. Yeah. I control how I react.
Right.
Because remember, you are only in control of how you react.
1,000%. That's why when people say, yo, he did this and it made me feel, or she did this and it made me feel. No, they didn't make you feel anyway. You decided to feel that way. Yeah.
Right.
And that's the next level of emotional intelligence.
Right. So you can control what you can control, and what you cannot control, you simply say, okay.
Yeah.
And again, easier said than done. Don't think this is some magic shit. Like, I'm still working on it, right?
Right.
But like, my wife told me something today, right? She's, I'm going to do this. Okay. Like, because, now I can give you my opinion or my feedback and say, I think X. But if you still decide that you're going to go ahead and do that, I can't control you.
Yeah.
I can control how I respond.
Right.
That's it. All is me.
That's real.
I can't control you. I can control me.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm not going to go retaliate and go do some other shit because now you're going to do some other shit. No problem. And
I always give it to, like, for example, like if I get cut off in traffic, I'll automatically frame it as, damn, what is this person going through?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, it's all perspective. You know what I mean? Like,
yes,
you could have a sense, a soreness or a pain in your shoulder, and you could either decide to look at it both ways. It could be maybe from you doing the best shoulder presses you've ever done in your life and you're sore, or it could be cancer and you're about to die, but it's the same exact sensation. It's whatever perspective you decide to put on it, whatever story you tell yourself about it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, bro, it takes a lot to get me out of my composure.
Yeah, exactly. Same. You know what I mean? Because then again, and I was a hothead, bro. Like this, I'm not this way now. Like I was a hothead. I was a person who reacted quick. Would be like, no, what the now, bro? Now I'm just like, cool. Does it affect my life or my personal safety? Does it affect my family? What does this really impact? Right? And you start making those decisions, you're like, nothing. All right, cool. Let it go. Yeah. Because if you start, I wish I had an example off the top of the head, but I don't have one. But if you start reacting to shit prematurely without really understanding the full story or having a little empathy for how the other person feels, and you just start reacting off the grid, like in DR, they have a saying called medir fuerza, which is basically like, you have a girlfriend, she says, I'm going out. Now you say, well, I'm going out too. And you say, well, I'm going to go get drunk at this club. And she says, well, I'm going to go get drunk at this club too with my girls. Well, I'm going to go, flirt with girls. Well, I'm going to go flirt with dudes. Now tú estás midiendo fuerza, meaning that you're measuring each other's power. Yeah. Like, I'm going to see it's a pissing contest.
Yeah.
Whose shit is bigger?
Yeah.
Where me, I'm like, nah, I'm good. You're going to go out? Fine, I'll be here.
Yeah.
Oh, but you're not? No. And bro, and sometimes silence.
It's just being comfortable in your own skin, bro.
Silence speaks a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you don't have to say shit. Sometimes you gotta just be like, especially in relationships, bro. Like, sometimes you gotta just stay quiet because sometimes your demeanor, your voice, your facial expressions will say everything for you. So you gotta just be like, cool, no problem. Yeah. And let someone trying to figure out what you're thinking rather than you saying it, right? It's like Abraham Lincoln used to say, like, it is better to be thought a fool than to speak up and remove all doubt. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
a lot of times, what is the saying too? I think it's directed more toward women, but like a woman's imagination is your best ally. So you want to let her imagine, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, let her think, bro. Let her think, bro. Like,
absolutely. And bro, and subtle silence sometimes in an argument will yield you the win.
Yeah.
Bro, I've been married 9 years. 16 with the same woman, right? Wow. 16 years, married 9.
Wow.
Sometimes you remaining quiet and holding whatever you got to say, just shut up. That will get you the win because that's that radio silence that's there.
Yeah.
May get them to realize that they fucked up.
Yeah.
Not always because they're women.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, leave people with their own thoughts.
Not always, but sometimes if you leave that thought with somebody, bro, like on some like, I know this is like deep shit, but if you leave that, if you're in an argument, no, cool. Yeah. Just go take a walk, go sit down, watch TV, mind your own business. And sometimes that radio silence will get the other person to start thinking. Yeah. You're like, bro, it's happened to me all the time. And not just in relationships, but in business and anywhere. Like, I've been in rooms, bro, where like, I'm the OG promoter, and I see this young 22-year-old come in. It's gonna be a movie, and where I'm sitting there, I'm like, all right, cool.
Yeah,
let's do it. Yeah. Right? And I know, and I would never discourage. Back to this promoting talk, I would never discourage a young promoter or a young DJ, right? Because you may have an idea for a white party, right? Mm-hmm. I've done a zillion white parties, right? But you may do it different. You may come out with some other different shit, a different angle, something that's fresh. Mm-hmm. That, like for example, I don't know if you ever DJ those silent parties.
Yeah.
I thought that was a dope concept. I don't know if it's still a dope concept now. I think it sort of is, but depending where you do it. Right? But when that first came out, I'm like, yo, that shit is dope because it's different. Yeah. Right? And, and I've never done that. But now when it ran its course, at least in Jersey, when it ran its course and it kind of got played out, I did a room and some promoters came in, silent party. And everyone in the room was like, nah. Yeah. And I'm like, no, hold up. Like, what you got? I want to do a silent party with this, and we want to bring animals. And it was like some crazy, wicked shit. And they would have put a hair for on the animals. And I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, bro, where you going to get a horse? Bro, I'll get a horse. Like, the motherfucker did it. He brought a horse to the party.
That's insane.
So sometimes you have to give that young blood the opportunity, because even though you've done it before, they may come and do it. A Lexus in 1980 is not a Lexus in 2024. Yeah. You feel me? It's got different, headlights and different, it's got different things. It's still the same car. Yeah. But it's got different features on the car. So it's the same thing with our minds, right? We grow older. Just because I did a fucking, Halloween party and whatever, costume contest, I'm not going to go dismiss it because you came with the idea now. Yeah. I'm not going to be like, well, that's whack because I've done it already. That's played out. No. You're coming with a whole set of thought, like a whole new ideas. Like, you may want to hang Jason from fucking the ceiling. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, where me, I'm just running around with some dude. Like, you don't know what the ideas and the foundation and the creative process that new person is going to bring. And they may teach you something. So a lot of these old cats out there really need to fall back and take notes from these youth, because a lot of it is ego. Like an old promoter be like, well, I'm the man. I've done it all. There's nothing you're going to teach me. Yeah. Bullshit. You could teach me a lot.
I want DJs too, bro. That's shit.
DJs too. Like, same thing. Like, I've already mixed these 2 records together. I know that doesn't go. I know that's off key. I know this. Like, well, guess what? This new cat may come in with a new trick.
He's doing it with his iPhone. You know what I'm saying? And you're mad.
Yeah. Like, you're mad because, don't even get me started with turntablism versus like.
Oh, yeah, no, that's
I've been called a push button DJ.
That's a whole nother.
I've been called a push button. Oh, you're a push button DJ. You don't play on real turntables. I said, well, what is the result? That the party
what comes rocking. Out of the speakers, bro. It's all that matters. Yeah, it's all that matters.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so we can get into that whole shit, but I'm sure I'll do that for another time. But like, but bro, you have to give opportunity to new talent, no matter what it is. Like right now, I've been focusing lately on is developing new artists. Like, so now I'll take an artist that has a little buzz or some sort of like street buzz, and I start working them. I do a lot of the billboards after party with my man Pills, and then we do stuff for the Latin Grammy, and we do whatever. This year we're not doing it, but and I've done so many events in the last 2 years just focusing on new talent, and just developing new talent, see how we can identify new talent. Okay, this person sings this. Where is there a fit for that person? and just seeing their growth, bro. Like, and I did this with Aventura, I did this with Amarfis, I did this with so many artists, like, and I see them now, like, doing their thing, you know. So we have to give opportunity to new talent, new artists, new DJs, new promoters, bro. Even a bottle girl, that wants to get a 21-year-old girl that wants to get her first job. You don't know what ideas these people are coming with. Yes, they're green and they're young and they don't have much experience, but if you teach them, they can fuck around and be better than you.
Yeah, bro, you need that.
You know, and at the end of the day, bro, they can teach you and they can keep you fresh. Bro, you know how many young promoters kept me fresh? Because now I don't know any fucking 21-year-old shit. I'd be a pedophile if I did, bro. I'm in my 40s, bro. Like, I wouldn't fucking go and bring and go promote to a 21-year-old. But guess what? If I hire a 21-year-old promoter, he can, or she can.
That's real.
You feel me? Like,
that's real.
So, you know, building your team of younger people and feeding off those ideas is not a bad thing. And a lot of these OG niggas, like, they swear, like, oh, yeah. No, I know what to do. No, you don't. No, you don't.
Let them evolve or dissolve. Let them dissolve.
You're gonna have to dissolve, because at the end of the day, is you versus time. You know, and yeah, okay, you've been doing it for 50 years. Beautiful, good for you. But guess what? Here comes 22-year-old guy that he could go send a blast on TikTok and he could fill this whole room up without you. So what are you gonna do? Are you gonna learn how he does that?
Yeah.
Or are you gonna be like, nah, you too young?
Deny it. Yeah. That's real.
You know what I mean? Like, you know,
that's real, bro.
But me, I and this is why, like I said, where I dip and dab, where I'm not as active as I was or whatnot, but I stay in business because I tap into people like you. Yeah. I go and, you know, and talk to this young other guy. I talk to the other, when you started doing yesterday? Good. What you got?
Yeah.
I want to talk to you.
You're a student of the game still, bro. You gotta stay a student of the game. That's all.
Bro, you talk to Puff, bro. Like, talk to Puff, and he'll tell you himself. Like, him and I have these combos almost daily. Like, almost daily. Yo, like, damn, bro. Like, where I'm like, damn, Puff, like, bro, like, I would hate to compete with you. I tell him straight out, I would hate to be a competitor, bro, because, bro, he is an animal. Mm-hmm. Like, when Puff goes into full promo mode, bro, move out the way.
Yeah.
Move out the way.
Yeah.
Move out the way.
He's a legend.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, and that's the wireframe that we have in us. Like, we wire like that.
Yeah.
You know, like, we're like I told you at the beginning of this convo, I'm like, bro, I'm that dude. I was doing an event today. Me and Puff, we still go out and put posters out. We do the TV on wheels. We'll do the billboards. We'll do the posters. We'll do the banners with the little rivets and shit. We'll do whatever we can to get your attention. You know, it's not. I'm not just gonna go sit at home and post on Instagram all day long. Yeah. Nah. We're doing an event. We're doing an event with who? I don't know. Omega. He's coming from DR. He got his visa, or Rochi, or whoever, right? We're doing an event with them. All right. Well, it's gonna be a big deal. We're putting a lot of money up to bring this artist in. So you think I'm just gonna go sit home and go on Instagram? No, bro. We're in the streets.
That's real.
Because I'm gonna try to guarantee the outcome. This is the other thing that promoters fuck around and lie about. They guarantee the outcome, bro. Don't guarantee the outcome. I guarantee the effort. Mm-hmm. Like, if you're a club owner, I'm sitting in front of you right now, you're like, what can you do in my club? I say, I can't force Casey. I can't force Puff. I can't go to their house and take them out of their couch and bring them here.
Yeah.
I can invite them, and I could invite them every day.
Yeah.
Until they get fed up and say, fine, I'm gonna come.
Yeah.
But you can't force them out of their house.
That's why I like the RSVP Eventbrite vibes, or the Posh VIP vibes, because I could at least show you how many people RSVP'd. You know what I mean? If they don't come, I can't do nothing about that.
There's nothing you can do. Yeah. There's nothing you can do. So whenever my first impression of a promoter ever is when I'm in a meeting, or they come into a meeting and I don't know who they are, they don't know who I am, it's fine, it's cool, whatever. And they come in guns blazing. Oh we got 300 girls and da-da-da. And when you start talking numbers, bro, like, I check out, because I know this game very well. And I know that when you start spitting out numbers, bro, you're just talking out your ass.
Yeah.
Now, you can reference numbers. You can say, well, I did an event at Live last week, and we had 1,000 people. Now, that doesn't mean that those 1,000 are coming over here tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you what I did last night.
Yeah.
Last night. But you know what? As a promoter, you are as good as your last party. As a DJ, you're as good as your last mix.
Mm-hmm. That's real, bro.
That may carry you a little bit here and there, but bro, if I heard D.L. Hughley say some shit the other day, that shit was gem. You are what you continue to do. Because they were saying to him like, oh, do you think this comedian fell off? right? They were asking about Eddie Murphy. You think Eddie Murphy fell off? He goes, no, because he's still doing it.
Yeah.
He's still making movies. He's still acting.
Yeah.
He's still, you know.
It didn't fall off because you're still doing it. Like,
Right. Yeah. You're still doing it, right? So you didn't fall off because you're still doing it. So now, at the end of the day, I lost my thought. I was going with that. But like, at the end of the day, bro, you got to constantly work on your craft. Constantly. One. And two, be open to new ideas. Because if you're not open to new ideas, you're done. You're done.
That's real.
If you think you know it all and you think, bro, I learn something every day, bro. Every day. Real. And as I get older, I'm like, fuck, man. Like, I got to keep up with these young cats. And, bro, I'm barely active on TikTok.
Yeah.
And I only put my bike rides on there. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, damn, I got to make a video and I can't just post a photo. Like, so, those are challenges for an old dude like me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, in the grand scheme of things, right?
Yeah, you got to think different.
You got to think different. So you can't be like, well, I'm going to go do this. I'm going to, it's again, I learn more from the people doing that shit well on that platform. Like, bro, you got people on TikTok, bro, like making buku dollars. Like,
yeah, it's crazy, bro.
But like I said, but I don't know.
We good. No, we can do it.
I don't want to keep dragging this shit on.
Yeah. No, I was gonna say we could go for hours, bro. But I'm already like 45 minutes past the 11 o'clock. When you told me.
Nah. It's all. Don't worry about it, bro.
But yo, Frikkio, tell people where they can follow you, bro. All your social.
At Frikkio. It's very simple.
Okay.
Every platform. I'm on X. I'm on Insta. Anywhere. It's just at FRIKKIAO. That's been my. I don't have like an alternate account. I only have one account. I'll post my bike rides. I'll post my family. I'll post what I'm eating. I'll post my parties. I got one account, bro. I'm only one dude.
There it is. Frikkio, my brother. Thank you for pulling up, bro.
No, bro, we learned a lot.
There
we learned
it
a lot
is.
from each other.
Let's get it.
I got to get back into this shit.
Stop.